When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on another team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Demon Deacons will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Clemson's offense will start this game off. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays, and so how do you bounce back?
There he goes! He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out. Touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his honor.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
That looks like a really...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Denson. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The give on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it in. It's Sims. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. They go to the draw. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. A big play for the defense with a 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap in this drive will come from the 46. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Moore. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
And the Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. Working that wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just a little off.
Incomplete. is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. Bringing it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll look to pin him deep. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? And the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. The Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boston. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Working that left side now. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap him up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. The lead now 6 here in the second. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. He breaks a tackle, trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air, it's Denson. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. They're now up 9-0.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line, and that was almost much bigger. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
The give out of the gun. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To the air, it's Denson. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Here comes the offense on second down. Gets open down the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And the route is on.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Off the RPO, complete. defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection.
Big guy tries to barrel in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Wake! A great catch and run for 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Wants to throw. It's Denson. Fires to the big fella. Runs through a tackle. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smith.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a heat. Finds his tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Kicks it high high and is just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down. Keeps looking downfield. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down coming up. Let's go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle is Moore. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Handoff from the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Boston. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a fourth and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, fourth down, offense has to make a decision.
And the Demon Deacons will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Demon Deeks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting...
And the ball is loose on the return. Recovered by the kicking team.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wake. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistake.
Holds it in on the left. Sprinting away. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Unleashes to the end zone. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. 2nd and goal coming up.
Single. Red 29.
Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Gonna look downfield again. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll send out the kicker here. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Never a doubt. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
The Demon Deacons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Demon Deacons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Demon Deacons, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a white.
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. All by himself down the middle. And the defense got it. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too. And the Tigers with an absolute gift to start this drive with goal to go. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Creates a little room. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game.